Hello, 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 hello. What's up, everyone? What's up, Benny, Yeehaw, Rosie? What's up? Let's get to the charts. See, both pairs have been moving today, which is lovely. All right, let's get to it. Let's change that. Cool. All right, starting with pound yen today. So yesterday closed bullish. It did close above this daily resistance, but we did pull back from this 193, which is a 4-hour resistance. So right before I ended the stream, as this 4-hour candle was opening, I did say that the 4-hour candle has been doing this a lot. It does break previous highs, and then what you'll see is the next 4-hour candle will not break that high, and it will do a massive pullback. Hey Anna. So that was the reason I took sells yesterday. Where was my entry? I think I did put my entry in the chat. Where did I get in? I got in at, I said 193.22, but it wasn't. It was not 193.22. Let me just go to my broker. Yesterday, 192.22. Oh, it was. So where did I get in? I'm a bit confused. 70 pips. Entry price 192. Oh, my closing price and entry price on different places. 192.93. So I got in up here. Alright, so the daily was very bullish. Tapped into a 4-hour resistance. Didn't break the previous 4-hour high. So I was anticipating this 4-hour candle to have a pullback. And also, we know GJ likes to play in between 4-hour levels. So, I mean, this was a great place for a pullback. We've tested once, 2, 3 times. I mean, you can call it 4 times if you count this first one over here. So currently we are selling back down. So this morning in the Discord, we were talking about sells, but after a pullback. And so my first initial place for a pullback was here, this 30-minute support. And then once price pushed above that, I looked for the next one, which looked much better. So 1 hour and 30-minute level up here. So I'll just go across like this. 1 hour and 30-minute support. And as you can see, we pushed up into it. We had the resistance. Now I was looking for sells back down, but I missed this completely. I missed this push. Did I trade CPI yesterday? Yes, but we didn't catch anything from CPI. Didn't catch anything on CPI. Oh, let me finish with pound yen. So pound yen, ideally looking for a closure below this support to continue down to this next one. So we don't have any 4-hour levels just yet, only from yesterday, a 4-hour resistance. But I am anticipating that we continue this bearish pullback and retest this either 4-hour or 30-minute support today on GJ. If this level still holds this support, then we might get a double bottom to push back up to retest this 4-hour resistance. So I think GJ is pretty simple today. Gold now. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but PPI. Any thoughts before CPI release? Add a buy stop and sell stop. This is PPI today. It's not CPI today. And never do buy stops and sell stops. That's crazy. that's gambling. You don't do that here. Right. So Gold is currently bullish. We broke yesterday's high. I think we retest all-time highs and this daily resistance, and we make a new high today. It's been a while, but I think gold can do it. We've got a 4-hour continuation pattern pushing up right now. We've broken the 4-hour highs. I think new highs on gold today for sure. So again, first target is 2954 for buyers, and sells. If I'm looking for any sells, I'm looking for a retest of this like 4-hour resistance here, and then probably a bounce up. But I'm bullish as long as we're maintaining this bullish structure and we're above this resistance. We had a nice breakout yesterday, finally up out of this range, and I think gold will continue, especially with Trump you know, pulling back on his tariffs and changing his mind on certain things. So yeah, currently have a resistance at 2948. What's up, Caswell? Got resistance here. If we get a closure above, I'm looking for some buys straight away. If I get a retest of this support here, oh yes, all-time highs coming for sure. Either retested this support or this one down here, I'm looking for buyers. Very bullish on gold today. Even with news, I think we pull back, retest a higher time frame level, and then continue the buys up. So where would it retest? Possibly the daily flip, because we've got like a 4-hour level down here. So yeah, pull back to maybe 2930s. If not, then we're just shooting straight up. Right, why is it gambling? A buy stop and a sell stop. If you're placing an entry and a sell, how is that not gambling? It's not a strategy. It's guessing, right? It's a guess. Gambling is guessing. It's not a proper strategy. It's just, it could either do, it's a 50-50. And you can get slipped and then still lose. So what's the point? But to each their own. If you have enough money to do buy stops and sell stops, get slipped in and out, go ahead. But I wouldn't do that. That's not me. All-time highs incoming on gold. There's a lot of volatility in the market. Yes, there is, Caswell. Yes. I'm kind of upset about this push up right here. I was thinking sells below for a closure, but it would have had to close like quite deep into this range. Not deep, but push into this range. Daily would have had to have been bearish, but it pushed down and it closed right on the support. And I was too busy looking at pound yen, and then this, I just saw gold price shoot up. Well, this is a beautiful candle. Now this 9 o'clock would have been a good entry for a continuation pattern. So sometimes, I don't know if you guys remember the trade I took on pound yen this week. I had this continuation pattern, and as soon as I see this bearish candle, a lot of the times I'll take an entry straight away. I'll just get in. I'll just take, as soon as the next candle opens, I'm in. And this is something that I potentially would have done today for this continuation pattern. Gold is very bullish. We had a pullback, bearish pullbacks, perfect. Fill the wick and continue up. I just didn't take this one, but it does work very well. The entries, let me show you, where did I take it on pound yen? I'll show you exactly. It was here. But this one, the previous bearish candle, had a nicer bottom wick for a stop loss, but I was already in profit anyway, so it didn't really matter. So I took the closure above here, and then I took an entry this candle. So as soon as this candle opened, I was in. I think I let it push down a little bit, and I got in about 60.03 or 4 or something like that. So yeah, it's a very good entry. Oh, it sucks that this move I drew out. I wanted to retest, and you get a nice push down. It retested the support. GJ is going to retest a previous key level. I just didn't know which one it was going to be. So once it pushed past this one, I was looking for the next one, but literally drew this out, up, back down. It's textbook. Would have been a nice play. Would have been a very nice play. So now I'm gonna have to wait for the closure below to get in on some more sells or continuation pattern. Caught sells on GJ previous 30-minute. Perfect. I was waiting for that setup. I was waiting for the resistance, but I was just I was getting ready, so I wasn't really at the charts like that. I'm telling you, this time change is messing me up. It's messing me up. Well, I think GJ continues down really. I mean, look, the daily hasn't broken a previous high. We're pushing down from a daily resistance. I think we're still bearish. So we're going down. Said, who's taking buy and sell stops? Not me, boy. Not I. No thanks. Oof, look at this 1 hour. 1 hour looks super good too for the sells. Such a shame this trade would have been an entry here. Look at that nice stop loss as well. 22 pips all the way back down to the support. Beautiful range. Very nice range. Right, what's your TP Caswell? That support. Now I've got to wait for that closure below. But PPI, I'm looking forward to that. Let's see what happened the last time. I'm sure a lot of the time PPI is the news that really pushes gold. Alright, let's see what happened the last PPI and what we're expecting today. Okay. Thursday 13th. Okay, we're expecting 0.3%. Last month, forecast 0.3%, came out at 0.4, so good numbers. for both core and month on month, and that was February the 13th. Let's take a look. Feb 13th. PPI was here. So pushed up into this resistance and then flipped and pushed down, created a support, and then continued bullish. So PPI is one of those news where you get a lot of retracement. Like price will retrace the move. No, there's certain moves, it moves in certain data that moves in a certain direction and then it reverses. PPI is definitely one of those. Look, this is January PPI. It shot up again into resistance, pushed down, and then the move was retraced. So we're potentially looking at whatever direction it goes in. If it does go down, which it might because it's positive, if it reacts how it's supposed to and the news is good, it will be bearish for gold. But because gold is bullish, it will react bearish and then continue with the bullish momentum and structure. So I have 75% conviction that that's what's going to happen today. A drop and then a push. And we're in a good place for that to happen. So if price decides to pull back a little bit now, news spikes up to this resistance, drops, and then it retraces and comes up. That's what I'm looking for today. I don't see any 4-hour levels. I mean, I wouldn't count this one because the candle hasn't closed yet, so I can't count this. This is not a 4-hour support until the candle closes, and I think this pullback down here is a bit too big. I mean, it's 140 pips. I don't think we pushed down that much, but I am looking at all these levels in between. This one's not really strong, but yeah, I do think we get a bit of a, if it doesn't go straight up, a drop, we retest and then push. Now pound yen is approaching 1-hour support here. This 4-hour just looks like it wants to sell, which is great. Has to break below this support, break this 4-hour low, and keep pushing. I do want to see a bit of a continuation pattern now. I thought with this candle here I was gonna get the closure below earlier this morning. But when you have a push down with all of these candles, you have to see some type of retracement and then a continuation. But yeah, I'm thinking about adding these retest entries, because this entry yesterday, it was literally, it was here, 193. Had a stop loss here, and my exit was, all history today, nope, yesterday. Exit 192.22, 192.22. Yeah, I got out here. That was my trade yesterday on pound yen. Once this pushed up and it wasn't breaking this high, I was looking to get in anywhere about like by the top of this candle and use the previous, because if it broke the high, then the trade would have been invalid. But as long as price stayed below, then it was looking good to me. Obviously had this nice push down. It was a very good trade yesterday. We should be careful on that. GJ support is super strong. Yep. That's why we wait for closures. A closure below will confirm that the support is broken. If we don't get the closure, then no sells. No sells. If you get another support formed here, if it pushes down, this support holds, and then we get another support, I'll be looking for the buyers up, because then we'll have a double bottom. We've got this, like that. And then this is the neckline across here. And then I would anticipate price, boom, come up here. So if that happens, I'm looking for GJ buys. Let's see if PPI moved pound yen last time. 13th at 1. Okay, pound yen dropped. Little spike up and push down. Yeah, I think we'll get the pound yen sales today. Good old pound yen sells. Just have to see how gold reacts, not gold, GJ reacts at that support. I'm looking forward to it. So once it breaks, that's it. It's gonna drop. Alright, we're pushing. We're gonna get the closure below. Go on, 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Stop loss is a bit big though. Oof, 50 pip stop loss. Is a bit big. Support didn't break. All good, all good. Watch price break low and just drive down. You can see that happening. Let's see gold. Did gold get the closure above? Nope. Ooh, GJ's pushing, it's pushing. There we go. Go and break the support. Push. Yeah, DJ's gonna drop. Gold's pushing nicely though. All right, before news. So I was waiting for retests of the news. That's what we're doing on gold. If it does pull back. But unless this candle, if this candle doesn't close above here and it leaves a wick, then yeah, we're definitely going to get a pullback first. I mean, look how early into the candle it's pushing up. It's already filled that previous wick. And by looking at all the old PPIs, like the last ones, it taps into a previous level first, then goes in the opposite direction. So I wouldn't be surprised if this candle came down, we tapped this resistance for news, sold, and then pushed back up. So we get like this candle comes down, and then news hits here, pushes down, or even here. And then we either get a buy from here or from here, like it retraces all the way up. Alternatively, you could just go straight up. So yeah, that's my PPI plans. Let me see what dollar index is looking like. See, look, dollar's pushing up. So let's see if dollar pushes up into a key level as well and rejects. Oh, it's filling this gap. Interesting, interesting. It's good. But yeah, dollar's pushing. You'd expect gold to be dropping at some point. It's going to catch up. And GJ is chilling right here. Said news will drop GJ. I mean, if the same as last time, then yeah. But the only thing with this PPI, right, is yesterday CPI was lower than expected. And PPI is literally the cost of people that produce things. That's what it measures. So usually if the price to make things is high, then the cost to consumers is high. So if PPI is high, CPI is high, but CPI was low. Doesn't mean that it's going to cost people less to produce, but we could see a drop in both. I think next month, if all of these Trump tariffs come in, it will be, I think PPI will be high again, because it's going to cost producers more to make stuff because all these Trump tariffs and importing and things like that. But I think for this month, it might be safe from that. There you go, a bit of fundamentals for you. Yeah, GJ is still very bearish to me. Still very bearish. Yeah, the support is holding. Gold is pulling back. Anyone catch any trades today? Anyone catch anything? GJ buys this morning. Nice, nice, nice. Where'd you take the buyers? Let's have a look, see. Where would you have got in? I think it's a bit, I mean, for me, this morning, when I saw pound yen this morning, I was looking at this support forming right here, and I was thinking to get in on the next candle, because I wanted a pullback anyway. I wanted a closure below, definitely. I was looking for the sells, but I wanted the sells after a pullback. But if the closure below had come at any point, I would have taken that too. But I was looking at sells here, but I thought, you know what, it's too early. Let the market settle in a bit. But typically my entry would have been support formed, especially at a previous support. It's like a double confirmation. So this 19145 would have been a great entry for me. It would have pushed up 11 pips, maybe 12 pips max. But then, as you can see, this candle right here, this candle dropped, and it would have slapped me out and then pushed up and continued going. But I definitely thought buys were coming. But I'm going to start taking more of these entries at supports, like for the retest. So I might have to go to lower time frames, probably not the 15 but the 5 minute. Yeah, start looking for stuff like this structure. You got a low, then a higher low to push up. Potentially would have still got slapped out here. Unless, yeah, because this candle broke all the lows. Oh look, DJ's forming another support. If this news comes out as bad numbers, then we could be seeing some GJ buys. Because if it was good last time and it sold, being bad would mean it buys, right? Should be the same logic. Let's do another poll. What do we think is going to happen? Let's see. Let's see if everyone gets it right again. Okay, we've got 3 votes so far. Okay, majority thinks both. I need to sort out my chat. I just saw what you put, Caswell. I did post a structure on Discord. I know, for the GJ cells. Yeah, that sucks. Should have one that says I don't know. I don't know if I can add to it now. Let me see. No, I can't add to it. But I hear your answer. I hear your answer. Now, is your answer I don't know because you don't think about the fundamentals? Is that the reason? Or you just generally have like no idea, you just wait until after to see what happens? But I am gonna add I don't know. I want to see how many people say I don't know. That's a good one. This GJ support is nothing to play with. It's like a retest of this 4-hour broken resistance. But yeah, very strong level. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 taps now. Pretty much. Have to still get the hang of those fundamentals. Do you know what? The way I did, yeah, is with the fundamentals, what I used to do every single month, I would take a snapshot. So after the news came out and the price played out, I would take a picture, take a screenshot of TradingView, and I would say, this is the news candle, these were the results, this is how much it moved, this is what it done. That's why I can confidently say this news likes to retrace, this news bounces off higher time frame key levels, or lower time frame key levels. That's what it does. It retraces to a certain point, or it pushes to a certain point. It was literally just collecting a lot of data over and over again, and then you start to see the same thing happen. And the news is pretty simple. If it's good, I mean, from Forex Factory, if the numbers come out good, so higher or lower, it's good for the currency. If it comes out bad, it's bad for the currency. That's it. So a lot of the time you'll see that if price is trending, say for instance now, and other things you'll notice as well, is say gold is bullish. Gold is bullish, but the news coming out for gold is going to be bearish. You will see price react the way it's supposed to. So the news comes out good, like gold drops, and then once gold drops, it will continue going back bullish in the direction of the actual trend. So you'll get that news reaction, but price will continue where it's going. The only news that's big enough to change the direction of gold is interest rates, and CPI. If CPI is going to immediately affect the interest rates. So if they're saying, oh, this CPI is going to be, we need it to drop, and then we know what we're going to do, you have to listen out for those conversations. But in time, I mean, I've been collecting for, I think I've got about 3 years worth of charts that I was collecting, to the point where I don't need to now. And because I'm on stream, I just look back. This is what happened last time. I listen to the feds, as in the Federal Reserve, not the actual the popo, and I hear what they're saying. You start to hear the market noise. Oh, we're not going to reduce interest rates just yet because XYZ, because Trump, yada yada yada. So yeah, that's it. I don't, specifically get into the fundamentals too deep, but I have a basic understanding and how it affects the market. So yeah, that's it. That's it. It definitely helps. It definitely helps. You're not always going to be right, but you can plan and you can prepare. If this happens, then I think that's going to happen. But yeah, you should see my journal, man. You should see my journal. So many notes in it over the years. So I use OneNote. I use OneNote to journal, and I every month I make a new month, a new tab, and then I used to have one that just said news, and I'd have each news that comes out, each set of news. I'd have one for PPI, one for CPI, and I can just go back. So I wouldn't even have to go back today. I'll just look, oh, last month that happened, price was like this. I'll do a little write up, boom, and that was it. Right, gold D. What did I say? It's gonna pull back before this news, right? And then I think it jumps. It jumps, it either retests here, drops, and then later on, couple hours, hour or two, or half an hour, it retraces and pushes back up. Can I see that page? Oh, what, the news page? I haven't updated it in a while because I haven't needed to. Like I said, I can kind of, after doing it for so long, I can look at it live and the way I take in the information is different now because I have more time to. Before, when I was doing that, I wasn't at the charts every single day. I mean, I was, but I didn't have the time all day. I was working, but now I have the time. I don't really need that. Like I said, I watched the information. I might make notes on the day, and that's it. Look at that. See, when it pushed up with too much time left in the candle, it gave so much time to create this wick, to wick out of this area and push down. And GJ's pushing up. Man, the support is something. So now we have this double bottom on pound yen. So if this idea plays out, really what will happen is once this resistance is broken, it should push up like 70 odd pips, 76. So from the top to the bottom, it usually does the same. So like 76 pips. We should get back up here to 192.78 ish. If it gets to the 70s, I'm sure there's like a daily level up here. Man, look at that. Remember this level from yesterday? This daily resistance. If I slap this here, daily resistance, that's what that is. It would be the perfect push up. So break the neckline, say like here even, because this would be it's not the head, it's not the shoulder, it's just the top. So we've got one top and this is the second top. So that's what, 64 pips, so up to, yeah, about here. Look, it plays out perfectly, but we'd have to break this resistance and then keep pushing up. And we've got news. Let's see what the results were. Bad numbers. Oof. Very bad numbers. So PPI went down, as did CPI. So this is expected, which should be bullish for gold. Wait, shoot, what happened last time? I already forgot. Sorry. Too much talking. Too much talking, I forgot. Jesus. Alright, 13th was the last time. What do we do? My gosh. 13th, it was good numbers. So it pushed up, then dropped. So really this should push down, then drop. But I mean push down, then push up. Should drop then push. But it's pushing up from this support. I'm kind of liking GBPJPYs, you know. I'm kind of liking GBPJPYs. If GJ can stay above this support, so right, what did gold do? It wicked into this resistance, like discussed. Wicked into a key level. I was expecting it to, once it wicked, to drive down, but I mean, still got time. Levels on point. I mean, it's just support and resistance, isn't it? Like I said, when you see this stuff over and over again, and plus it's what gold does, it retests previous levels. Pound yen buys. Should have jumped in this, you know, but stop loss is a bit crazy. 55 pips. Alright, if GJ closes above this resistance here, because I think it drives up, then I'm looking for buys all the way up to the daily resistance again. That's for pound yen. So I still think gold sells to this support potentially, and then because I want a retracement, so I needed to go somewhere to retrace, and I think we're gonna get some gold buys today, so I would love for it to go down first, and I can get in the buys to come back up in the next hour. GBPJPYs look great. They do. Need more of a push. I don't want it to break its own low. Yeah, more interested in the gold retest. I'm in GJ. Lovely. Lovely. I mean, yeah, I said that will happen with pound yen, right? If it creates a support here, it's going to push back up. Just retest here, then we get the closure above. We keep pushing. Gold didn't quite come down to the support. It's getting close. It got close. That might have been it. Just waiting on some movement now. We've still got 20 minutes till this candle closes. So with gold now, the candle needs to close. Ideally on this support, create a new support. Create a support and then push up. So I still want this candle to drive down a bit more. Let's see these GJ push. Go on, GJ. And with pound yen, it will take its time, and then last 10 minutes, it will fly. Last 10 minutes of the candles when you start to see it move. Wow, gold. I mean, if you get the closure above, even better. Even better. Because then this is just the support that it, I'm going to say it retested, but we're pushing up from a key level either way. I'm here for it. Go on, Goldie, let's get that closure. GJ's pushing nicely. See you, Rosie, I see you. This was a really nice trade, you know. You call trades and don't take them. Oh man, but you know what, as long as you guys take them, as long as you guys, like, I explain a lot of things, and yes, I don't execute, but as long as you're learning from the explanation, you know what I'm saying? I learn from the explanation. It's good sometimes to talk things out. It's good sometimes. But as long as it makes sense, if it makes sense and you take it, then good. It's not for nothing that I've called it not taking it. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Like, I'm really not feeling no type of FOMO. The only time I really felt that FOMO was the last CPI, when I broke down that move and didn't get in, and it pushed like 80 pips. Then I felt it, I ain't gonna lie. But right now, nah. Because I know there's another move coming. I know that if I don't get in here, I have another idea waiting. I want to see a closure above this resistance right here. I want to see a closure above here. Once I get this closure above, I'll be right there with you. Right there, I'll be in. So, you know, I might have missed a few pips, but the potential pips to gain is like 60, 70 up until this TP, what I'm looking at. And it could even go further than that. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. I said, if you guys take it, then, you know, someone's made some money. New 15-minute about to open. What are we doing, gold? GJ's not looking like it wants to push. It's a massive pullback in pound yen. It's not massive, but what's that, like 15 pips? It's stalling right now. What did that trade get to? 15 pips, literally. A break of the high. Could still get a continuation pattern. So, you know, a little weak bearish candle. But if this candle breaks this low, this 15-minute low, I would get out if I was you. Because it's still creating this downtrend structure from this retest. Come on, gold, give that 15 a little bottom wick before you push. But yeah, gold closure above would be magnificent. 52 pips. see. Panya's messing about, but it's not really driving down, which is a good thing. It's like a little pullback, making a little bottom wick. Like I said, as long as it respects that previous 15-minute low, it should still be good. Where is that at? 54.3, 54.5. Let's see what gold's doing. Now, why low PPI is bullish for gold is because that means the cost of things are going down, which is good. Inflation is getting lower. It's exactly what the Federal Reserve want, to get them on the right path to start reducing rates. Therefore, they start reducing rates. Gold, US dollar gets weaker, gold gets stronger. In fact, let's look at the dollar index, which just pushed straight up. So it had a little dip, pushed into this resistance on a 1 hour, 4 hour resistance. Now if it closes above, we could be starting to see it pull back up, start to retrace this drop. If it holds, then we could start coming back down. But this candle looks like it's on a different time. So our 4 hour candle here closes in 10 minutes, whereas this one closes in 2 hours and 10 minutes. Cool. Oof, look at this GJ 4 hour though. So GJ is struggling. Nah, man, GJ is good. I think GJ is actually good. We get a little continuation pattern here. Like I said, we get a weak bearish candle. I think the next one just pushes up. GJ is good until it starts breaking like previous lows on a lower time frame and stuff. So if anything, it's creating a little structure on the lower time frames. This gold I want to push. Get out of this range. Dollar index looks like it's going up still. DXY. There we go, gold. Just don't push up too much without us. That PPI wasn't very wasn't crazy volume though. I mean, if you look from the low to the high, 70 pips. Actually, that's not bad. 70 pip candle from the high to the low, low to the high. Not bad at all. Alright, GJ. Go on, last 10 minutes or 6 minutes of the candle. We should see some volume, some push, some drive. Gold is coming back down. That's a good stretch. Is there any more news later? Sometimes get the little cheeky afternoon moves. Natural gas storage, irrelevant. 30-year bond auction. That will affect the dollar. But it's not really high impact for gold. Tomorrow morning, GDP for pound. And prelim consumer sentiment is back to being red folder. All right. All right, continuation pattern. And Rosie, your trade is safe. I think why gold is whipsawing right now, why it's gone up and down both ways, is because unemployment claims came out good. So it's kind of, it's mixed news. Lower unemployment claims, good numbers. A 15-minute broke that previous low yet? Nope. Only thing I'd be very cautious of with pound yen at the moment is that obviously this is a strong support, but this candle, if it's not a continuation to continue up, because the overall trend is still bearish, then this could be creating a resistance and a rejection wick to come down. But we're so close to that support. I'm leaning more towards the buyers and then a sell-off. I don't think GJ goes up forever, but it's pretty much been selling majority of the day, hasn't it, since it opened. So we opened, then we sold, pushed up, sold. Well, I'll see how the candle closes in 3 minutes. Look what these 4-hour candles are looking like. Looks like gold wants to sell, to be fair, based on a 4-hour top wick. See if it closes with a continuation. Weak bullish. Might get a little bit more of a pullback before a push up. Let's see what the See what GJ's 4 hours looking like. Oh, it's popping back up a bit. Now pound yen on the 4 hour, why I wouldn't call this a continuation is because this is a weak bearish candle. So it's not, with a continuation you've got a strong candle pushing in one direction, and then the weak candle is just slowing down a bit before price continues in that direction. Pound yen, this candle here is not giving that. So we've got a low, we've got a higher low, and then here if we close bullish, we're creating another higher low. So we've kind of got this 4 hour uptrend structure within this whole range that it's had for ages. But if you have a look, this is what pound yen is doing. So we could get another little push up. Let's see what we got here. Little push up. I don't think we're going all the way up here just yet, but I wouldn't be surprised, because look at these candles. They're getting lower, higher, 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 higher. And the 4 hour time frame matters. Gold is dropping. Beautiful. Look, this is a retest here. I really believe it's either this support that was given a retest or this one here before the bounce back up. Oh, she can't hear me. All right, new candle opening. Ooh, woo, whoa. Oh, what's going on here? Was the news at 1 or something? What was that about? What is that about? No, that's the reaction to the news. Okay. Even GJ had a little push up. Closed bullish. Man. Okay. If we're going to continue the pullback, I want a retest of this support 2935 before the buys back up. But we don't have a top wick on this candle, so this could be the little retest, flip, bullish, and then push. That was some crazy price action just there. What was that? Let me see how much this just dropped. So that was quite a 1 hour candle open, 34 pips. Mad volume, right? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? What's pound yen doing? Okay, at least pound yen's got the bottom wick. Rosie, still safe in your trade, isn't it? Look at that. Hey. Continuation pattern on the 15. I'm in GBPJPY. Nice one, Benny. Nice one, nice one, nice one. Once I flipped to the 15, I saw this continuation pattern. I had a feeling you'd be in. I had a feeling. Good job, good job. I mean, even if GJ doesn't break this resistance, I think it retests it anyway before it comes back down. It looks good to push though. Looks good, looks good. Yeah, gold. I don't know what gold's doing now, but alright. Gold, I kind of want to see a bit more of a drop, just a little bit more of a drop. So because we're sort of in the middle of these two zones here, this zone, I would like a retest of this support. It seems to be the strongest support here, and then price retrace and then come up to the highs. That's what I want to see for gold. Alternatively, if this candle flips, then I think we start making our way back up from here, because this 4 hour has no top wick. Yeah, it's giving continuation pattern to the downside. So if that happens, yeah, I would expect a bit more of a pullback just for the pattern to play out, and then a reversal. So that's gold. On pound yen, if we can break this high, then I'm looking for a closure above this resistance at 192 for price to continue up to this next daily resistance. So break past this one and continue up to 192.7. If it respects this high and it creates a resistance, and then we get a closure below this support 191.25, then I'm looking for sells. But this support has been holding since yesterday evening. It looks like it's quite strong, but when it finally breaks, it's gonna break, and it'll be a good break. So I'm not too, either way, I've got both biases. Got my buy idea, got my sell idea. Just gotta wait for that confirmation in the form of closures now. Okay, gold. Looks like gold was just making a 4 hour bottom wick. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. You have my trade ideas, you have the plan. You can see we wicked up for news, closed bearish, retested. I guess this support was the one that we're gonna bounce up from. And yeah, hopefully we get that push. Support forms. Me, I'm still waiting for that closure above, so I can get into some buys and maybe you get some new highs today. But back tomorrow. Who trades London session? I might do a stream for London session tomorrow, because I'll be up. We got GDP in the morning. I'll probably shoot an early message if I do get on. I'm gonna look at what happened the last, in fact, you know what, I'll do it now. Let's look at the last pound GBP, gross domestic product, February 13th. It was a busy day in February, isn't it? February 13th was a busy day. Hold on, let me have a look. February 13th. Okay, we had some volume. I think this is the day I took that trade, and it was like super quick. I think this was it actually. Yeah, I think it was. Cool. All right, so it did have a push up, so I'll probably stream tomorrow morning if I get a good night's sleep. Had a 67 pip push for the news. Cool. Yeah, I'll drop a message in the Discord if I'm streaming it, guys. But I will see you all tomorrow. Even if I stream London, I'll still stream NY anyway, because we have, what do we have? I know it's the last lot of news for the week. Oh, that prelim consumer sentiment, but it's at 2 o'clock. Cool, guys, good luck with your trades out there. I hope you have a profitable rest of the session. And yeah, we catch some GJ buyers to the moon or some GJ sells to the floor. Peace out.